What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is by now.
Jimothy.
Now, ladies and gents, I am going to apologize. I have been gone for a short while, mainly due to the issues with my computer. However, we are back and back on the grind. So what I thought I would do today is introduce you to 3 cards you could potentially incorporate into your deck to be able to combat the current meta. Now, what I will say, ladies and gents, is the ban list did us some favors. Removing True Kings of All Calamities as well as Zexal, which is something that I used to play from the meta, has helped it to be a bit more of a healthier format. However, we have also seen the reintroduction of Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, which is a extra deck lock if it's equipped to a monster, which is something that is very, very scary. So the first card I want to introduce you to, which will help combat the meta, is Dark Ruler No More. Now, if you didn't know, ladies and gents, Dragon Link is definitely making a resurgence. It didn't really go anywhere in the previous format. It was just overshadowed or outclassed by Virtual World, which basically made True King of All Calamities, which basically said that I win the game because you can't activate monster effects. But now that True King of All Calamities is gone, Dragon Link is building some very scary boards. And what Dark Ruler No More does is basically let them put all their resources into building a board and just negate the field. Now, you do need to bear in mind that you need to be able to dismantle their board, especially with an extra deck lock in the form of Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. It is something that you definitely want to be aware of. However, Dark Ruler No More goes a long way in making that board breakable, and Konami definitely know what they're doing because they actually reprinted Dark Ruler No More as a common in the Charmers structure deck, which is something that you should be able to pick up for fairly cheap. Now, there's probably not that much quantities of it because not many people open Charmers in a TCG, but Dark Ruler No More, whether it's the common version or the prismatic secret rare version from the 2019 Megatins, is definitely a card you want to look at to incorporate into your deck because Dragon Link will be very prevalent in the current format. Now, with the banning of True King of All Calamities, we're starting to see another boss monster hit the field with way more frequency in the form of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, who is a problem, mainly because of his targeting immunity and his card destruction immunity. However, Ice Dragon's Prison is a direct counter to Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and the reason why this card is skyrocketing in price is because it works twofolds. It is a very nice out to Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and it's also a very nice out or disruption to Eldritch and friends. Being able to non-target and banish Eldritch from the field as well as from the graveyard is super duper effective, especially as Eldritch needs to be around to be able to get off some of the traps that are associated with him. So Ice Dragon's Prison, definitely a powerful card that you want to start incorporating if you are playing competitively. It is starting to get a little bit pricey, so it's probably worth your investment now rather than leaving it to later, because I can't see Rise of the Duelist getting reprinted anytime soon, even though it was short printed. So it'd probably be a good idea just to grab 1 or 2 copies depending on how competitively you play the game. Now, the final card I would like to talk about is Evenly Matched. Definitely a card that is flown under the radar in the previous meta, but a very powerful card nonetheless. This is a direct counter to some of those back row strategies, along with boards that like to set up with a lot of monster negation. Now, if you're in the fortunate position of owning Forbidden Droplets as well as your Evenly Match, you do not need to worry about any kind of monster negation that would basically negate a spell or trap, because you can actually activate your Evenly Match, wait for your opponent to respond with one of their Omni Negate monsters, and then you can chain Forbidden Droplets targeting your Evenly Match, sending it as cost to the graveyard, but you still get Evenly Match effect to go off, which is just absolutely crazy. So you can non-target and banish, remove a whole number of monsters from your opponent's field, and then be able to just forward yourself with your own strategy. Definitely a card that you should consider. Now, obviously, ladies and gents, there are more cards which help to combat the current meta, but those are the first 3 that I thought would be the most impactful. If you've got any suggestions, definitely get at me in the comment section below, as I am always looking for new ideas and constructive text to put into my decks going forward. And as always, we find ourselves at the end of another video. If you do like this content, you know what to do by now. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoy. Peace.